This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. What's going on, everyone? This is Ancap24 from PlaybookGG, and in today's video we're going to talk about the top 5 tips to help you be a better runner in Madden 20. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel and you want to win more games playing Madden, hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click that bell icon to make sure you never miss any of our videos. Alright guys, so at number 5 we're going to look at how to count the players in the box in order to get an advantage on the offensive side of the ball to go against less defenders. So the game of Madden made this a little bit easier over the last couple of years with the count box. You can see there's 2 different colors. The green means that you've got a mathematical advantage where you've got more linemen than they do defensive linemen and linebackers in the box. The red side shows you that it's the side in which that you have a disadvantage. Now, you can always flip your play by taking the right analog and flipping it to the opposite side. So if the run's going to the right and you want it to go to the left, just hit your right analog to the left, and that's going to playmaker your run the opposite way. It's really important to understand counting the numbers because this is only found in certain modes. When you get to all Madden and competitive, it's not going to be there. So you just want to make sure that you read your advantages when it goes to the amount of numbers. Count how many you have, count how many they have. Run towards your advantage, and you're going to see that you're going to be a much better runner when you have the advantage of making sure that the mathematical equation is always in your favor and being able to get all big runs like that. Now, at number 4 is kind of a simple concept, but something worth mentioning. That's when you run the ball, you want to make sure you use formations that have a lot of threats to your disposal. What that basically means have inside runs and outside runs, something to make sure that the defense has to cover both the inside and the outside. Halfback dive and halfback stretch are 2 runs that are really great together in the same formation because it makes them have to defend it differently. You know, traps and tosses and halfback draws. All these are great opportunities to make sure that the defense are always on their toes. You find a running formation that has them all, you're going to have a great success mixing them up. So at number 3, we're going to go with formations that have run plays that have corresponding play action plays with the same animation. What that basically means is that you have a run play that you have a certain animation by your quarterback, but yet on a play action play it has the same, keeping your linebackers having to guess, is it a run or a pass? On this example, you got halfback blunt dive. You can see that we handed off to our running back on that short ability on the left-hand side. That corresponds with a PA boot play here, where it's got the same exact animation when it comes to the run, but now you're able to catch it, the player off guard, and throw the ball down the field. What you want to do is you want to establish the run game as something that you do more often than the pass, and set up the pass play, right? In this example, we're looking at inside zone. It's a run play that goes to the right-hand side, and that same animation can be found on the PA post shot play that we're going to show you here on the next clip. And that's basically something I want to make sure that you understand is that if you can continue to make sure that the run plays look very similar to the pass plays, then you're not going to give tells in that game, making sure that your defenders have to hesitate before reacting. And now that's going to bring us to number 2, which is knowing which hand to hand the ball off to your running back to get a faster animation. When you're using a right-handed quarterback, your dive plays to the right is going to be a faster handoff than your dive plays to the left. The reason for that is the way that the quarterback opens up his body. You're going to see that as I go through these plays and going back and forth, when you hand the ball off to the right-hand side, the quarterback just basically turns, pivots his hips, and gives it with his left hand. When he does it to the right, he actually goes and has to do a bigger turn, and it opens up the ability to have a little bit less of a quick handoff, and it gets you a little bit of a disadvantage. Something that might be very small to you, but the more you run it, the more you're going to see. Now, in draw plays, it's the opposite. You want the running back to be on the opposite side of your quarterback's handedness. So if you have a right-handed quarterback, you want your draw player to be on the left-hand side. And the reason for that is a different animation. They catch, pivot, and they hand the ball off. When the running back is on the right side, what you're going to see is that the quarterback actually stands up and gives it the opposite way. Let me show you here on the correct side. You got the running back on the left. He just catches it, pivots, and then hands the ball off. It's a quicker draw. Now on the right, you're going to see he's going to catch it. He's going to stand upright, kind of jockey the ball for a second, and then hand it off. Watch here, catches it, jockeys, and then hands it off. That's going to be the difference between successful runs and unsuccessful runs at times. Now for our number 1 tip for being a better runner in Madden 20 is holding off on using turbo. Be patient. Basically what this is when you use the analog stick and you're able to kind of wiggle in and out, the defense matches your speed. So when you go ahead and press turbo behind the line of scrimmage and start really, really quickly, you're going to see that the pursuit angles are a little bit better when it comes to getting to the player. You're going to see that it doesn't matter if you're running outside or inside. What you want to do is you want to be patient with your run stick, and as soon as that you see that you have the ability to see open grass, that's when you want to use your turbo. Watch as we go through all these demonstrations here. We're waiting to the opportunity where we know we can use the turbo mechanic to get us with more separation. We're going to be patient, patient, patient. Now we're going to go ahead and use the turbo as we go across. The way that the game plays this year, Madden 20, you have such a great mobility with your running back that you want to be able to use the turbo when it makes sense. On that last one, we wanted to make sure we got to the outside, so we used it there. You're going to see that we're going to be able to cut in. And as soon as we have the ability to cut through, we're going to use the turbo for our ability. Now this rounds out our top 5 as far as abilities to run the ball and get you better at Madden 20. Make sure you go ahead and look at our next video, as we'll be going ahead and give you more tips to be better at Madden. Now if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbookgg for the most detailed game plans in Madden.